Mic check, mic check. All right, cool. Looks good. Good morning. Took me a little bit longer to get my chart set up today, but we are good to go. Let's see what the markets have in store today. All right, so first things first, right? You already know how I'm coming in. When I look at this overnight session, I see a few things that catch my attention. You have this imbalance right here from Asia. Notice Asia didn't bother to fill any imbalance from yesterday. So we left all of this down here open. Actually, I take that back. Did Asia fill this? No. So yeah, at 6 p.m. Actually, we did get a small drive into here. So you have this fair value gap right here that Asia used. I'll make this green because we did respect it. So you see a small drive, very, very subtle, but we did drive into here for Asia. EMA support, really bullish area. Nice. And then you see price expand very, very aggressively, right? So how does London use this expansion? London does a great job of rebalancing here. We get a nice drive, accumulate. This right here is an accumulation. We have a bearish gap right here. And what you're wanting to see is how does price respond in New York? All right, so New York drives into the same gap from Asia and gives a really nice expansion higher. But the only thing that I don't like is that we fail to displace on the 30 minute. So I'm looking at the 1 hour to see if we get some type of fair value gap, right? It's important for price to try to create a fair value gap after stabbing into here, breaking this bearish gap. We invert it here. You want to see price continue higher. So far, we're not doing that, and that could be a sign for bearishness. So what I want to know is, all right, are we actually going to start displacing lower? No type of fair value gap there, nothing, right? So the first thing, like I said, that comes to mind for me is we might end up going short to retest this area down here before going higher. We'll see. But ideally, you want to see price start to gap higher now that we've filled in a very bullish area of interest. Sold down into it, tried to go higher. And then we have this 1 hour bearish gap right here that I'm watching, right? So if price is not bearish, what you'll see is price will push into this gap, absorb the sellers, give a move lower, fail to displace and continue, and then you'll get that ROC reversal model where we start to flip back above here with beautiful displacement and look for a trend like that. That's what I want to see if price is truly bullish. That's for NASDAQ, and if we compare ES, they pretty much look similar. The one thing about ES is I think ES may be actually showing that displacement speed here. So yeah, if we can get a nice closure here on this 2 minute candle, we can anticipate the next 30 minute candle to be bullish, right? And potentially give us that bullish fair value gap that we want to see on the higher time frame. All right, same profile. These gaps right here hold up. You have Asia filling this very subtle but small fair value gap here that holds up. All right. So I think price is trying to be bullish here, but I'm gonna keep an eye on this London high here. If price slams and closebacks under here and starts to reject, flip this EMA and start flipping back bearish, I like to target this pre-market low here as my draw on liquidity. Make this red. And then you have, oh yeah, look at that. Nice flip back lower. And then you have this low here on NASDAQ, which will be where I would want to trade because ES is very strong today. NASDAQ is the weaker one, as you can see, right? So let's hide these indicators. Yeah, NASDAQ sweeping out this low here. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. This is nice. Man, hopefully we don't take out this low right away, but I like this low here. And you can see how I was able to draw this idea up before I even knew price was bearish or could be bearish. I was already anticipating price may want this low. Just looking at how price responded to this high, right? It's all the same game every single day. How does price respond after taking out highs and lows? How does price respond after filling in bearish gaps, higher time frame gaps on the higher time frame compared to the bullish gaps and the bearish gaps. How is price filling those areas in? And you see this bearish gap right here. It's still holding up technically. We got to drive higher, but it's not really showing much strength with the body closures past this bearish level here. And you get a nice closure. Oh, it's going to take this low. Come on, bro. That was... All right, let's see if I can get involved here with a retest. I like that low. Let me zoom in here. Mark off this low as my SMT level. If we get a nice drive back up, I'm going to look for a play on the low here. All right, cool. Mark off this high. Man, that's crazy. It's happening pretty fast here. All right, cool. Save this. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm going to zoom to the 5-minute and look for a play on this short. So, what levels are keeping us from oh wow, this is, yeah, we're too close. It should probably take this low. And there's a bunch of equal lows right here. Yeah, let's see if price gives us a chance at the low, or is it just going to take the low real quick? See if we pull back. All right, let me do this as well while I wait. I should have my accounts. Yeah, they're good. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. All right. All right, nice. So good area right here. So how I'm looking at this is if price is truly bearish, we're gonna see some rejection right here right now. If we're bullish, we're gonna start flipping this area, and I'm gonna look to buy it. This could end up being an easy buy as well. So let's see how price responds in this area right now. ES is looking pretty strong. Okay, yeah, there goes some rejection. Let's see what happens in here. Let me check the news also. That's one thing I did not do today. Is there any news right now? Today's Wednesday the 26th. So we have crude oil at 10:30. That can be hit or miss with the volume. So far the volume should be pretty much set. I'm loving this rejection right here. But look at how close this low is. 32 points. Stop would be about 50. What else is in here? Let's see. 4-hour chart. Let's take a look. Let's see what else is in here. There's nothing in here. There's a massive fair value gap. This will be tough to short unless price is truly going to trade down to this 6 p.m. here. All right. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to short this unless I believe price is actually going to take out this 6 p.m. because the risk to reward is just not there. If I short this right now, price can reverse after taking out these lows, and that's only about 40 points. So I would just let this happen. Yeah, I don't like the risk to reward here. No reason to get too happy with this tiny short. I like the rejection though, for sure. So pay close attention here to what's actually happening, right? So at 10 a.m., what happens? 10 a.m. drives lower. We're stabbing into this 15-minute gap down here, right? And then also, what do you notice we just stabbed into? This same area from the overnight that let price have that volume higher. And what I'm noticing is price is struggling to get through this midnight price with a strong close. So we're still inside of that 30-minute SMT range, right? Price pushes higher, tries to go lower, and now you see price failing to close. If we can get back above this EMA here and show some strength, I'll buy that for sure. I'm going to be quick to buy here, understanding that the shorts really don't look likely with this massive fair value gap below with good rejection. And then I'm watching ES on my other chart here. ES is looking very, very strong. All right, so we had that SMT. Price closes through this EMA. Now we get a retest of the EMA on ES. Rejection, and now we're starting to close through it. I may start looking to buy ES here shortly, guys. Let me get ready. All right, boom, boom. And that SMT low should be protected. Boom, 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 boom. Let me check the 4-hour up above. Yeah, there's nothing stopping price up above. So I would want to take price 15-point stop here. And I think I'm going to try this long right here, right now, guys, with this closure. Let's get this closure above here on both. I don't want to see any wicks, and I'm going to buy ES. I'm looking to buy around, what price would this be? 68.11.5. Let's see here. Something like that with a 15-point stop. Oh, yeah, something like that. Let's see if we get this closure here. I don't want to see any wicks back under this EMA. If so, I'll just wait because we already know how that goes. We already know how that goes. Oh my goodness. Yesterday tried to get us with the wick activity. My goodness, that was shady. So this is going to be that first close through here. We're going to get a retest most likely. His price is going to probably take his time here and do something like this. Maybe even sweep and then start to go. I like the direction right now. I think the buys are pretty much set. So I'm going to set my bias here as bullish. And I'm going to wait for an entry. Ideal entry price somewhere around 68.12, 68.13, 15-point stop would be how many contracts? Let's see. That'll be 6 micros on ES. Let me get my calculator real quick because I may go up in size. I like this setup. 15 times 5, 75 times 6, 450. So yeah, I may do like 75 times 9. I might do a 1 mini here. 75 times 10. Yeah. 1 mini would be 1.5 R. Yeah. I'll do 1 mini on this setup. And then I'll look for something like that. Yeah, 1.5 R. Nothing crazy. Maybe even, yeah, 16 points. So 1 contract. And then look for 16 points at the high. 68.12. All right, cool. See if we can get some speed back to the upside here. I like how 10 a.m. opens lower, right? Pushes into this area of interest. We have SMT with that 10 a.m. drive. And then you see price immediately get back above the EMA and flip these current levels that I have in here. So we had the whole idea is based on this SMT, right? We have this SMT drive. We failed to get that displacement to confirm the bullishness, but we got SMT showing us that, okay, the real move is about to unfold. The manipulation is taking place. Let's see what side of the manipulation starts to show weakness. We get this crazy manipulation drive lower, and you can see price showing that weakness here by respecting midnight and getting back above. And now you just have to wait for price to show that it's done chopping this area. And then I'll look for a trade idea to target the continuation higher. Crypto should be bullish as well. Let's take a look. All right, so look at crypto, right? Crypto gives you what we're looking for. It gives you that area of interest that we don't see on NASDAQ, where we have this bearish gap from overnight. Price fills in that bearish gap and then gives you this bullish area of interest. And we're already respecting that bullish area of interest here. And I would anticipate price to expand higher. You have the weekly open sitting here for Bitcoin. I would anticipate price to take out these overnight highs. So yeah, both profiles look bullish, crypto and indices. Just waiting for a strong closure back above the EMA here for NASDAQ. So far, it looks pretty good. 68.13. 6 micros. Nice, nice, nice. So where's my levels of support here for ES? I want to see. So we had this SMT, right? And you see price pretty much close through this 6 a.m. level here. This will be my support level, and you can see it was already serving as resistance before. So this is what I want to see hold up for the buys. You see how price was rejecting, 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 and then broke out. Now we retest and get back above it. I want to see price stay above here while we wait for Nasdaq to get its, get its mind together. Right now, Nasdaq has resistance here as well, same level, right? But Nasdaq hasn't been able to actually break it yet, which is telling me to be patient. Once Nasdaq is able to get above here, I should be looking to buy ES, and I'm not gonna do what I did yesterday and buy Nasdaq because Nasdaq is gonna be a lot more stressful. If we look at yesterday's entry, right, where was it? Down in here. Look at how much cleaner ES was, and look at how bullish ES ended up delivering. We were taking out highs here at 1045, right? So if you bought down here, you're already out of your trade for ES. 1045, we're still playing in drawdown, waiting for a breakout, hoping for a breakout. Just a much stressful delivery, much more stressful delivery. ES just rips, and that's why you want to focus on trading the stronger one. And here we go. So I'm going to zoom in on NASDAQ here because I really don't care for the buys until NASDAQ can show us it's ready. All right. And then once NASDAQ is ready, that pretty much tells us that ES is going to take off as well. Let's check on this orb. I forgot. Where's the orb for the 930 guys? 930 guys. What's the orb looking like? That orb is getting chopped right now. But I mean, technically, if you short it here and you go break even or something, maybe you're still good. But it's choppy up in this area right now, so be careful. 15-minute orb, maybe? Nope. Still, I mean, maybe you might get a short off of this 15-minute orb here. 15-minute EMA is holding up nice. Yeah, we're chilling right now, guys. I want to know, was there SMT on this 30-minute candle here? Nah. Would love to see crypto start to flip and show that strength. You guys are having Top Step issues? Hold on, let me see, bro. Come on, bro. See, this is... Yeah, it does say, bro. How is Top Step having issues, but the other... I have other accounts that use Project X, and they're just fine. Okay, never mind. Looks like it's back now. Oh, nope. My screen is black. And all my Lucid accounts are fine. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. They need to get off of this Project X nonsense, bro. Bro, Top Step, bro. Wow. I'm about to dispute with my bank. No. No, bro, what? Top Step just crash. No, bro. And I don't get how you could have issues on Top Step. My Lucid account is just fine. Aqua account, just fine. Top Step, you guys are tripping, bro. Bro, why would they get rid of Tradeovate anyway? Well, they better just give out XFAs. Give everybody XFAs for free to make everybody happy. Free funded, no eval needed. But hey, at least the market's not really giving us a trade yet. Maybe they'll resolve it in the next 30 minutes or so. But if you guys notice what I'm noticing, we're holding this midnight price. It doesn't matter how many times price works its way down in here. So I'm gonna mark this level off as an area of interest now. Really nice. If you zoom over, you see price was rejecting, flips it again, gets back above it, and now we're holding it. Let's see how long price can hold here. Investigating, we're aware of an issue impacting positions being that currently affecting all traders. Until it's resolved, we recommend to pause trading. Our team is investigating. Thank you for understanding. Yeah, bro. Tradeovate. I don't understand why they just make it so difficult, bro. Offer more than one platform, bro. Man, bro, that's tough, bro. But you already know they're definitely gonna reset, which sucks because imagine if you made, I guess if you make money, they'll probably allow you to keep your profit. But if you lost money, I'm sure they'll reset it. But then what about traders like us where we're about to make money, now we can't even trade? We see a good setup, we can't take it. Bro, so dumb, bro. So dumb, bro. So dumb. Yeah, Top Step is the only one with Project X issues. It makes no sense, bro. They're scamming, bro. They do this on purpose now. Now that I think about it, yeah, now that I think about it, bro, this is a scam. They're doing this on purpose. They shut it down. They do stuff like that on purpose. I haven't seen, I mean, we saw that one issue with the servers going down worldwide, but no other firm. No other firm has this many issues, bro. This is like every other month you're seeing Top Step have issues. That sucks, bro. But as you can see, right, you see how price is really just wasting people's time here. Maybe there's gonna be like a 15-minute sweep or something down in here. But you can see price nowhere near bearish over here. And you see price doing its best to try and dig as deep into this level as possible. Oh my goodness, bro. So we're chilling, man. We're chilling. Let's see what everybody else on YouTube is talking about. Look at Tanya. Tanya's in the buy already, bro. This girl, Tanya, be getting cooked for a living. So look at the trade she took. She took the Nasdaq buy. Notice she has no EMA on her screen, no nothing on the screen, and then wonder why price is rejecting. Look at how the EMA is slamming price lower. We saw this yesterday as well, right? Remember when I was looking for the buy and I'm like, yo, I want to see a strong close above blah blah blah. We barely close under. It was like a push just like this. Price tried his best and then at the very last second slams back in the range. So I'm like, all right, that's not good. Price is gonna leach lower just because it's wasting time. And then here you have young young YouTuber here longing into the EMA with a good stop waiting on her. Good stop out. Telling you guys, you gotta learn from the people around you, bro. You gotta learn from the people around you, man. Learn from the people around you. Find ways to be different. The reason I'm not taking this trade is very clear. And once price gets comfortable above this EMA, watch how magical price is able to just do its thing. Right now, it's like unable to go anywhere. And we get a strong closure through this low here. So that's telling me we might get this sweep here. Chances are we get this sweep, right? But either way, I want to know what's the holdup. It's 1026. So this candle right here has confirmed to me that it has no interest in going higher, this 30-minute candle specifically. So I'm not going to trade it for the next 4 minutes, and I'm hoping price just continues lower for the next 4 minutes. That way, the next 30-minute candle, I can look for an entry. Look at ES, bro. This is beautiful. ES still holding its support. Let's go to the 30 minutes, see if we're sweeping out anything over here. All right, nope, still pretty chill. As you can see, bro, hopefully Top Step gets it together, man, but it's a scam, bro. It's a scam, bro. Look, people on Top Step TV still working. We see the pattern. He said I was having fun. All right, here we go. This is going to be a buy signal if we can get a strong close back above here. You see we went through this level, and you see the reaction we immediately get right back on track here. That's nice. That is nice. I wish I could buy my Top Step, but I can't even trade Top Step right now, bro. Bro, that's trash, yo. That's trash. Well, there goes day 2 of our challenge. Can't even trade. Day 2, can't even trade, man. We've already closed through here. Let me get a closure back above. At least back above here. And I like to buy. Oh, that sucks, yo. $39 seconds. Let's see if price wants to scam this area once again and get right back under. It looks like it will. Yep. 13 seconds. More wick activity. See if the 6 minute show. Nope. Look at it, bro. Look at how dirty price is. Like, why are you doing all this, bro? So I'm watching this closely. The 4 minute gets the EMA. The 5 minute closes above the EMA. Let's see if price wants to give us a strong close here on this 4 minute. If so, I like the buys. Stop down here. 16 points. Three-minute candle close yet. 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. Also notice, I didn't even notice. This is what, London's high right now? Or Asia high? Wednesday's London high. 1 minute left. Yep. This is your opportunity to just load up on accounts with Tradeovate. I'm definitely I'm not buying no more Top Step. This type of stuff shouldn't keep happening. It's different if there's like a legit reason, but literally I'm looking at my other accounts and they're just fine. Like there's nothing going on. It's almost obvious that Top Step is manipulating their servers to prevent people from making money. They're gonna happily reset everyone's account. Like, oh yeah, we'll reset it for you. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna buy here, guys, and see what happens here. We got this 4 minute flip, but notice how the 4 minute completely respects the EMA. We get the closure back above this 6 a.m. price, and then I like this wick here. Okay, and then we have ES, of course, just standing strong. Not much not much drama going on over here on ES. And I don't want this 5 minute candle to try to erupt. But we see the levels, right? Everything is pretty much adding up for longer, right? I have my levels drawn out. I want to see price react specific ways from these areas. We've already broken this yellow zone once. We push down to try and continue lower and we fail. We stab into this overnight imbalance that sent price higher. You have 10 a.m. open lower, sweep out. You have a manipulation drive with SMT. You see the SMT fail. So like everything is telling me here, give price a chance to run higher. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm in one contract here on ES, and put my stop down here. Make this a 1R setup here. And yeah, let's see if this momentum can carry. So I like the fact that we opened up this new 30-minute candle here, right here. And you see price, or like the 4 minute should give it to you. Yeah, so price was inside of this new 30-minute candle here. It closed at 1032. And you see price pushing here, so you're gonna see a bottom wick. Oh, there is no bottom wick. How is that even possible? You see how that's crazy. How is that possible? Look at this candle. This candle opens at, let me zoom in. This candle opens at, what price does it open? Yeah, this candle opens at 1028. It's a 4 minute candle. So what does that mean? It closes at 1032. There's a wick on this candle, but there's no wick on the 30-minute candle. No wick on the 15-minute either. That's crazy. I don't even understand how that makes sense. I guess if you look at the 5 minute, I guess it's going off the candle that opened exactly at 10:30. So we didn't even get a pullback here. We just expanded here, which could lead to a pullback. But how I'm looking at it is we're about to put this ROC reversal where you see this bearish gap right here, right? You see that bearish gap, drive into it, fail to go lower, and we want to see this flip into a bullish gap. And what that'll do is we'll probably end up pulling back to fill in here instead because we don't have a bottom wick on this 30-minute candle somehow. So this ROC reversal should send price higher. I want to see price just run, to be real, but it's probably going to have to pull back once we close this bullish gap in here. Let's see if we get like a lower time frame gap. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So just gonna let this one go here. Unfortunately, I'm not in on my Top Step accounts. I'm just in on my other funded accounts, and this is just unfortunate, right? But that's tough, bro. That is tough. What's my TP here? My TP would be 30s. Yeah, 30, 830. Man, that's trash. I definitely like this setup, and I can't take it on the Top Step day 2. Yeah, bro. Top Step really is like, wow. Top Step is really on that like type of timing. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for this to create a bullish imbalance. Okay. And this is going to be the area of interest where we expect price to retest. And if it drives back in here, I may add into my position because everything is shaping up exactly how we planned it out going into this trade. And then crypto should be pumping eventually. Okay, yeah, so crypto's not even pushing yet. We should take out overnight highs. So as usual, set these alerts for crypto to take out these overnight highs. And we should hold the bullish bias until we see that happen. Let me look for some SMT on the lows here somewhere. There goes your SMT on the low. Beautiful. Right here. Take this off. Boom, boom. So we had this low taken out, 830 low swept on Ethereum. And then now you see now it's working. Hold on, we might be able to get in. Yours is work. Oh, my trade is running right now. I need a pullback. If I get a pullback, I can get in on Top Step. I can get in on Top Step. But what's the point of trading? They're probably going to reset today anyway. Yeah, they're probably going to reset these accounts, man. So I don't even know if I really want to trade it. I'll trade it because if they're going to reset it, why not? But they might give you that option to They might give you that option to just take your profit. Oh, come on. I don't know if we actually get this pullback, but we should, right? Because this 30-minute candle doesn't have a wick. We should see some sort of pullback into some sort of imbalance. And there we go. We get the imbalance beautifully put right on time. You're looking for a retest here. And then if we do get that retest, I'm going to add in on my Top Step accounts, which we should. We'll probably end up taking this high and pulling back or something stupid. We might pull back right now, actually, but man, I wonder what they're going to do. Yeah, my account's back up as well. Wow, bro. Top Step goes online right after I get into a trade. But we're only floating about 6 points here, so price could pull back. Yeah, we should see a pullback here. Can I put... All right, yeah, so let's see. Yeah, there goes the pullback. Let's see if we can get a tap into this gap here. 8.15s. Top Step. What do you got for me here? MES. We should see an aggressive. There it is. There goes your pullback, right? What else is in here? Is there a 3-minute gap? Nope. 5-minute, 6-minute, 15-minute, 10-minute, 1 minute, 2-minute. Where's the gap? Okay. So there's a 2-minute gap sitting in here as well. I need to watch NASDAQ. NASDAQ may fill it. ES may not. Let's see which one fills this gap. And there goes the gap fill. Bingo. All right, there goes the gap fill. And I am long on Top Step. I am long on Top Step here. Let me put this on the screen. And then let me put this full screen. All right, that's that. Let me zoom out a little bit. Where's my stop at? Stop is sitting at 67. What is that? 67.98. And then TP is 68.30. Alright, that should show everything, right? Alright, stop is in, TP's in. And like I said, I'm kind of like not even really too worried about Top Step after they pulled that. Like, I'm like immediately thinking like I'll probably end up getting some other accounts here. It is Black Friday, so there's some good deals out there. I just got to figure out which accounts I want to try. But at least we got our fill. The 30-minute candle, like I mentioned, for whatever reason, did not have a wick. So this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting this to hold and send price to a new high of day. And let me get this out of the way here. We have EMA support. We have this level right here is support. Like, I don't even feel like watching this trade because we don't know how long this is going to take to play out. This high right here could be a break even level, but it's just like I said before, when price is bullish, bro, you go to the higher time frame. There's a 4 hour high right there, of course, but when I look, I'm like, yo, there's really nothing up here stopping price from going much higher. Price should probably draw all the way back to this daily level because of how bullish price responded, right? We had a nice crash, we sweep a major swing, and then you see the reaction here. Price is showing no sign that it wants to slow down. Eventually you're probably going to get, you'll probably get that pull back into this level here. But what I'm seeing is we've closed strongly through on the 4 hour. Let's see, remove drawings. So here we closed through on the 4 hour. We closed through this, where is it? This weekly open right here. So when we broke this weekly open level right here, I'm thinking, okay, how does price respond after we break it? We broke it, left the gap, pull back into the gap, and show really strong resistance. So that's telling me, all right, if price wants to continue, this is exactly what it will look like. We'll break that weekly open that was serving as resistance, right? You see how this level right here was sending price lower, 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 lower. And then when we get above it, you get that retest with a strong rejection this morning. And then you get another retest of this gap and you see another strong rejection. So that's telling me, all right, let the buys continue to run. The next 4 hour target would be 68.50. Which would be how many? That would be a massive trade, 68.50. But I like this at least maybe to this breaker low here, maybe. The next weekly open price is sitting way up here. So yeah, like I said, this is one of those trades where you really just try to give price a chance to expand here and go from there. And now let's look at crypto. Crypto pushing, yeah, you can see price is wasting time here. Are we pushing up into another 30-minute candle yet? Not yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this one go. Everything I needed to see is pretty much in place. This looks like it's gonna be a manipulation candle. Let's check the ES 30-minute here. Okay, so what about NASDAQ? It's NASDAQ pushing back. So we're probably going to end up putting a wick on this 30-minute. And it's crazy. Is it going to put a wick or is it? I don't know, bro. We're digging deep into this 5-minute. The same levels are in place here. This level right here should continue to hold price. So yeah, bro, at this point, just let this trade do its thing. And I got some alerts set, right? Let me set an alert here on Ethereum as well. A new session high, I want to know when that hits for Ethereum. And then for ES, I want to know when this level hits right here. See how price responds. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to go to the 15-minute chart. I want to see price continue to maintain these levels. So we have this level here. Nice 15-minute closure above it. I want to see that continue to hold. And we should be good to go here. So yeah, I'm going to let this play out. And I'll put an alert down here just in case price tries to get too bearish. But so far, I like the reactions, right? Everyone should probably be able to agree that the bullish idea just looks better than the sells 100%. And typically in this type of price action, right, when price is trending the way it's been trending, if you're on the right side, just let it go. If you're on the right side of the market, you're good to go. If you're on the wrong side, you better get out early.
Order filled.
So far it does look so far so good. Alright, this is I'm probably gonna it's like coming back on the 2 and the 5. Did invert 5, 2. I think I have a decent stop and don't think it should go all the way back down. Just need to stay. Remain calm, everybody, remain calm. Bro, I don't know why I'm like so I don't know, it's probably also because I'm sick. Probably not helping my mental. Oh my gosh. Now I would think that should really be up there at that time, and now we've lost a lot of momentum. Oh man, I really wanna just close this. I'm gonna close it. I'm closing it for negative 0.5 R. After we close, I think that stop to here is now. Whoa, $100. Shout out to this anonymous. Sorry I didn't see it earlier. When did they send it? 10:26. I know you're still here. Shout out to you. What time? Oh, that was literally after I got stopped. Really felt bad for me. I got stopped out here, and then this candle. Just crazy as an upside. Thank you. But, bruh, I lost like $1,500 on this trade here. I gave it a good chance. Not my fault I got stopped out there.
I want to see that.
Needed to collect more stops, I guess. Pumped back up. Could have re-entered here, then I'd be chilling better, but yeah. All in all, this market's moving so slow. Let's see, chat. What do you guys think? Not easy. Viking is down one, still in this one. Okay, good luck. This macro don't beat previous macro. Oh, dude, good luck. I don't know. It's almost 11. Let's see where this.
Grainger knows that if you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, you go to great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger.
If it doesn't work out, the macros aren't real. see if it would spool. So. Let's see, you guys. Does it hit it by 11:10? At least new high day. What do you guys think? You said you always say let the stop do its job. Why divert from the strat? Literally I said because I feel like I'm sick today and I can't stay in the trade today. I don't think I have the same mental capacity as typical. And I'm recognizing that, so. So I'd rather not potentially, mess up my execution too much. Okay. There it goes back up after I decide to cancel it. It's weird, but whatever. Let's see, you guys. Does the 1050 macro work, or is it a scam? 1050, 1110. Will we get there? Gotta get there. Boom, boom, boom. That's a big bullish candle, that's for sure. If I was still in my trade, I'd put my stop break even at this point. But let's even see if it ends up spooling to there, or would it come back and get to the break even. What's up? Where's It's Anonymous? Coin toss. It's Anonymous says coin toss. ECB lanes speaks soon. Ooh.
Wow, so there's a lot of upside left here on crypto, right? So I'm thinking we probably get a pullback now, or either crypto's gonna start to catch up, you know what I mean, or price is about to actually like blast off. When I look at crypto, there's a lot of upside. When I look at Nasdaq, we're about to push through this high here. So I think I'm gonna raise my TP up just a little bit because the momentum is very, very strong. And there really isn't much stopping price. Crypto still hasn't made a new high a day in the session. So once we start making new highs in crypto here, then I'll start taking back from my position, maybe close it out. But this is where you start to read the momentum and you're like, okay, maybe I could squeeze out a few extra $100 here. Not being greedy, but just reading price action, right? In case price tries to completely rip here. Really nice speed. Let's see if we can get one more drive. I'm definitely going to start managing my trade at that 68.30 position. But like I said yesterday, remember, if we were to just hold the trade until these make new high of session, you should get an extra few $100, and that's exactly what we saw. So I want to try and give price a chance to do that today, since I didn't do that yesterday. Nasdaq pushing towards this high. 68.30 was my initial target, so let me mark that off. Great speed here. Let's see if we can get that random expansion. Really nice speed today. Let me go check the chat room, see what the chat's up to, man. BS took out the weekly high. I think YM is also on the way. I'm holding my position on ES until NQ takes that high. Nice. And then that's how I frame a trade ideas. Looking at the weekly PO3, previous weekly high and low. If you look back at history, got taken. So wait, what weekly high am I missing here? Let's see. We haven't taken out that. There's a previous weekly level right here. The previous weekly high over here was way back there. Let me check NASDAQ. Yeah, so the previous weekly high is still in range. Crypto starting to push here. Let's see if we can get one more rally, man, and then take out these highs, and I'm done for today. Let's see if we can get one more rally here. Nice speed so far. All right, so we're hitting that 10 a.m. price from the other day. We're probably going to see some rejection here. Did NQ take the high? Nice. NQ takes the high here. Floating 13 points. You can literally do whatever you want at this point. You can close out. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. At this point, I'm hoping to see price just expand because crypto is still playing catch up. There goes crypto. All right, nice. I want to see high of day here on Ethereum and high of day here on Bitcoin, which is this 930 high. So price should remain bullish until we take those out, if you ask me. I don't like to see price stalling here. But so far, so good, right? And the reason, like I was telling one of the traders yesterday, the reason I hold my trades is because, like I say, when the market is trending the way it's been trending, this is the time where you hold your trades. There's other times in the year where you want to take profit directly at this high, but lately price has been expanding hundreds and hundreds of points. So you got to take advantage of that type of volume. It's not an everyday type of thing where you get that volume. One more push here. We're about 4 points away from TP. I'm going to let VIP know you can scale out. VIP is going to move to BE. Secure profits if you need to. Let's get one more drive here, ES. And then I'm out of here for today. I may even take this, bro. This is 15 points. Oh, it's pushing right up to my target, too. But you got this weekly open level here on NASDAQ. We got this high right here. Have we taken this high out yet? No, yeah. This has to be where NASDAQ is pushing, right? And like I said, as long as crypto show, okay, wow, Ethereum's getting up there, guys. Yeah, once Ethereum takes this high, once this alert goes off, I'm done. Really nice trade. Wow. Couldn't ask for better volume. Best setup we could have asked for right now. All right, so this is where I call it here because I just don't want to deal with it. We've been blessed with some really nice volume here. And I know as soon as I get out, everything's gonna pick up the speed because we're still well behind here on crypto. But I'm sitting on $800. What more could I ask for? Maybe 1,000, but that's, you feel me? It's not that big of a deal here. I'm trying to give price a chance to just pop because I know it will. There it is. All right, so come on, give me one more push, man. One more push, and I'm out of here, guys, for a natural bang. Um, Top step. All right, yeah, I'm gonna take this on my funded accounts here. Let's see, 900. I want at least 900 on this. There we go.
Order filled.
Order filled. I'll take that, and I'm gonna squeeze out as much as I can here on my top. Matter of fact, get me out of here.
Order filled.
Just get me out of it. And there goes day two. Watch this. Let's see if it pops here, but I'm going to screenshot this as usual, drop it in the chat. Let me know if you guys caught that. Even though we had the top step issues, we got blessed with second chance at an entry. It pulled right back for us, gave us a chance to enter this trade. TP smash, letting VIP know now. Plus 16 points on the TP. And I'm going to exit this right now on stream as well. And there goes my trade there. 16 points on the ES. And like I said, it's probably going to keep going, but that's not the game I play. I don't play that way. I do not play that way. All right, so let me drop this in the chat. And let me know if you guys have any questions, man. Like I said, don't be greedy. We know we have extended targets. We know that crypto should take this high, but that doesn't eliminate the possibility of a pullback, making you wait another hour for price to go up here. So when you get blessed with this straight shot, try to do your best to trail your stop. I would love to catch this entire move, but it's just like, I can't be too greedy, bro. And I know it's like, part of me is like, bro, just hold it. But the other part of me is like, bro, in what world do you turn down an easy 800, 900 bucks? And how many minutes was that, right? We got in this trade on the pullback here was 10:45. It's only been 20 minutes. So yeah, just take that and give me 1 second here. Let me put this in the chat. Go ahead, jump in the chat room. If you're not in the chat room here, I'll drop the link to the chat room so you guys can join the chat room and post your profits for today. We survived the top step glitch because we just weren't in the trade yet. And they better not try and take my profits today or I'm going to punch them in the face. It should be optional, right? It should be optional. It should be optional. There goes that push. There it goes, guys. I would love to see this just run all the way up to here. That'll make me happy. All right, cool. I'm going to post this 1 second. All right, cool. There goes that, man. And here goes big bro. I promise you, if I could trade Bitcoin, man, if I could trade Bitcoin, bro. Let me see if this Top Step offer Bitcoin. All right, there goes new high day on Ethereum, Bitcoin right behind it. And I believe the uptrend has just begun, bro. I could have held this. It's 18 points at the moment. But as you can see, man, it's really not about the money, bro. It's just about being able to catch these moves, get your piece of the pie, and then go and enjoy your day. It's 11:15. I get to walk out and do whatever I want to do for the rest of today. So I'll take that. I don't want to get too caught up being greedy, bro. But this is where I should be TPing when we get that new high day here on crypto. Let me check Top Step to see if they offer crypto. They probably don't. And yeah, so this is where I should be TPing. I would say I TP'd about 2 or 3 points too early, but 19 points would have been best. But I walk out with 16 points. So you see what I mean? Like it's reasonable exits, right? I try to hold my trades as long as possible to get every penny that the market is about to give you, and cut the losses short. Have a hard stop on your losses. Understand what levels are in validation. And yeah, so here's another example of how we drew up this trade before it happens. We're patient enough to wait for it to happen. We get in at the right time. We call the best entry possible on these buys, the best and safest entry, right? And you see that there was very little drawdown and a beautiful delivery. And then we come back and we look at the charts again tomorrow. So I want you guys to pray that Top Step doesn't wipe out our profits. Hopefully they give you the option or something, bro. Or maybe like let you keep the profits if you made money, and if you lost money, I hope that they reset everyone who lost money. And then Top Step does have Bitcoin. Ooh, hold on, let me go look. MBT, hold on. If they have Bitcoin, bro, I'm about to milk Top Step. I'm gonna buy when I buy my ES. Like for example, here when did I buy ES? I bought ES here, right? At 10:30. What was Bitcoin doing at 10:30? So here was a down close candle. Oh, that's tough, bro. You get this stupid purge. If I bought them at the same exact time, I would have got purged out. So no, I'm not gonna trade Bitcoin. Forget all that. I ain't got time for that. Price gives you confirmation, slams lower. Look at ES. Same confirmation, but we don't have to deal with that slam lower. Yeah, I'll pass on that. But let me double check to see if that's correct. MBT. I think he's right. He is right. It does have Bitcoin. Wow. So maybe once we get that confirmation on crypto, maybe I can buy it here next time. It's free money, bro. We know where it's going. Let me get that scalp to the high. Anyway, bro, good trading today. I will definitely enjoy my Thanksgiving. A really nice start to this challenge here. So here, let me post the stats for this combine here. So we're doing the 0 to payout on the Top Step combines. Let's see if we can post these stats. 75% win rate. And really, it should be 100% win rate because both trades won. I just cut one trade early going into this into the session yesterday. So sitting at about $1,300 profit. And here, I'll just do this. So this is the stats so far. And this is only 2 days of trading. So when we come back the next session, you want to be able to you want to be able to pick up where we left off. And like I said, this should be 100% win rate. We got set up on the last trade. So this is the 0 to payout. New top step, new challenge. So right now we're just chilling, bro. We're on cruise control right now. Really good start. We only need, it's basically 1,500, 1,700 bucks. Right? Nothing much. We don't need much. We're up 1,300. We need 1,200. Well, 15 plus 15, 3. So yeah, we need about 800, 1,800 bucks to finish this off. But don't even worry about how much you need. Just wait for A+ setups and try to get at least $600 to $1,000 on each of those setups, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, and then like I said, this stupid loss, it wasn't even supposed to be a loss, bro. I bottom ticked my loss. Remember yesterday I got out thinking that it was gonna hit stop. It literally stopped right here and went all the way to TP. So this should easily be. Yesterday should have been 1,000. Today was, yeah, we should be up 1,800 at least. But it's cool. Like I said, it's not even about all of that. The goal is to just pass before that 30-day renewal. So no rush, right? We're already off to a good start. And that's all for today. Hopefully everyone made some money. And like I said, hopefully, look at ES, bro. I should have held this. Never fails, bro. Never fails. But this is the type of price action that I'm dreaming of, bro. One day I'll hold it. I'm just not there yet, bro. I'm cool with my plays. All right, but yeah, you guys take care. For those of you that, hang out with family on Thanksgiving, hope you guys have a good day. I'm about to go into dad mode. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on Kick. If you need any of the links to the other streams or to join the chat room, just check out the link in the bio. And the description should have everything you need on this video. Cool. I'll catch you guys on Friday, man. Enjoy your day off. Later.